name's James, and today I'm going to be cooking for you salmon with an orange and mustard glaze. Now, here is our salmon. I've got an 800 to 900 gram piece. Now it's been trimmed and I have the skin removed. When you order your salmon, also ask for it to be pin-boned. Now, even though I've asked for it to be pin-boned, it's very, very important just to check for bones. We just want to make sure that there's no bones there and make sure it's safe. So there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to brine the fish first. Now brining the fish will minimise the appearance of white proteins forming on the surface when it cooks. Also when we brine, we are going to increase the water content of the fish. So this will actually help stop the fish from overcooking as well. Alright, so let's make our brine. I've got my water. Now make sure our water is cold. And what I'm going to do is add my salt. And I'll also add my sugar. And we just want to dissolve the salt and the sugar into the cold water. Just give it a good whisk. There we are. So there's our brine. And we're just going to get a nice little tray here. We're going to take our fish. So we're going to place the salmon into the tray. And we're just going to pour over the brine. There we are. So the salmon is submerged and we are now going to leave that at room temperature for 1 hour. While our salmon is brining, we're going to get on to the next step, and that is making the glaze. So in a small saucepan, what we're going to do is we're going to take our honey, brown sugar, Dijon mustard, ginger, and our orange juice and orange zest. I'm going to place that into our saucepan. And then we're going to stir it to combine. And we want to bring it to the boil on induction setting 8. Alright. Then when it comes up to the boil, then reduce the temperature or reduce the setting to induction setting 5. And we want to reduce this glaze by half. When it's reduced by half, we're going to cool it down completely and then we'll be ready to coat the salmon. Alright, now my glaze has reduced by half. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour it into this bowl to cool it down. Okay, we're going to cool this down completely and then we're going to be ready to cook our salmon. Now it's time to cook our salmon. Please preheat your oven on the fan grill setting and set it to a temperature of 240 degrees. The accessories that we're going to cook our salmon on is, I'll show you here, I have a Miele multi-purpose tray there, and I have the roasting and grilling insert just sitting above it, like that. And what I have on top of my roasting and grilling insert is I've got a little piece of foil. Now this foil is what we're going to put the fish on. And you'll see this foil here. I've just folded up the sides, so when the fish is finished cooking, it's going to make it quite easy to lift off. On the foil, we're just going to take a little bit of grapeseed oil, and we're just going to brush the foil with a little bit of grapeseed oil, like that. There we are. And we're going to take our salmon. So here's the piece that's been brined. So it's been brining for 1 hour. Remove it from the brine and just pat it dry. And we take the fish here, just lift the fish off. We're just going to place it onto the foil. And then we get our cooled orange and mustard glaze. And with a little brush, we're just going to brush on the glaze on top of the salmon. Make sure it's nice and evenly coated. Here we are. Right, so the glaze is now on the salmon. Keep this because we're going to glaze it a second time as well. But now we're ready to cook. So we're going to go into our preheated oven and we're going to put the tray on shelf level 4 and we're going to cook it for 6 minutes. Okay, that's the first 6 minutes. That's my minute minder timing and telling me it's ready to go to the next stage. So we'll turn it off and we're going to take out the salmon and we're going to glaze it again. So we're just going to pull it out on the little runners there. We'll get grab another little amount of glaze and place it on top. And now what we're going to do is place the salmon on shelf level 5. And we're now going to grill it for an additional 6 minutes. There we are. I've just set my minute minder for an additional 6 minutes. And this is where we're really going to get some good colour on that salmon. Okay, there's the final 6 minutes. Let's have a look at this fish. Alright, here we go. So, 12 minutes of cooking time, and there's our glazed salmon. It's such an awesome recipe. This fish is going to be cooked in 12 minutes. Very quick to cook. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this to the side, let it rest, and I'm going to very quickly make the salad, which is the garnish on top. Alright, now we're ready to serve. So we're going to take our salmon, and what I've done, I've just placed the salmon on a nice serving platter there. And we're going to get our salad. And we're just going to very nicely just scatter the salad over the top. Getting some nice bite, some good colour. There we go. Alright, there we are. There's our beautiful salmon with an orange and mustard glaze. And we've got a garnish there with a nice little salad of fennel, watercress and ruby grapefruit. Thank you for watching. Really hope you try this recipe at home. Please take some photos and share on Instagram and Facebook and tag us as well because we'd love to follow along.